National Football League. And coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf. He's been a production machine with a 1,200-yard season going to this point. It's the Seahawks and the Cards. All that and more coming up next.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, you look at the Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in playing pretty... Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now, these two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To the right side, this is Walker. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there on a first down again. From the gun, it's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
The safety position continues to evolve into a bigger role in run defense than in the past. They certainly love to have him drop down and get aggressive in bringing ball carriers down behind the line of scrimmage. Not many bigger stops than that one right there.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't?
Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the gun, Bigsby. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. We talk about the Seahawk defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. improve in this area.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. The Cardinals had 9 and 7 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this with all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. This 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tank Bigsby with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, St. Clair. This one goes underneath to Walker. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, St. Clair. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, St. Clair. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now to the ground, here's Walker. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. It fights him off. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. Operating from the gun, St. Clair. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. From From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Off play action. Larkin.
The throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
And Bigsby once more. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Now, during that run, an injury here, we got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw. Larkin throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 13 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. On the previous drive, he had the touchdown throw to DK Metcalf. Time to see what they can do here. 1st and 10 now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Looking to throw. St. Clair. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Fielded at about the 28.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
Throwing to start the drive. Larkin. throws one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Second down, here's a run with Bigsby.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Larkin. Flushed out right.
Oh, a Cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, St. Clair. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Cardinals will take over here just shy of the 30.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Larkin. Forced out to it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, St. Clair.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. To throw on 2nd down, St. Clair
going right back to Smith and Jigba.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone.
And now off to the races down the right side. One man to beat. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible.
Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On third down, here's Bigsby.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Larkin. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Bigsby is in. Touchdown, Arizona.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Seahawks 10. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
Tiger, 19, Tiger. No, no.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
There he goes, right side.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
36 yards on the play. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. That is caught, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. St. Clair.
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Let go. Let go.
They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
For another Seahawks 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Walker is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and goal.
Unlock eye. Up. Ready.
And Walker once more.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
I didn't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Andrew Beck punching it in from a yard away.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Larkin. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
On the carry, Bigsby.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Larkin. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw. St. Clair.
Montgomery, another target and catch.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
Oh, nice move. Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, 27 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught downfield by Reed.
Yeah, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
A run here with Bigsby.
Room here to run.
Now he's loose again.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Take Bigsby.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Cardinals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Well, the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Into space at the 45. Still going.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Back to throw. St. Clair
throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Alert! Alert!
Looking to throw. St. Clair.
No hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Now Hunt on the return.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer in the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
1st down, Cardinals.
On 1st and 10, Larkin. He finds his man, complete. That's Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go!
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Bigsby.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
164 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Another run by Bigsby.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Inside handoff. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any...
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 10. Less than 90 seconds to go.
Here we go.
How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. St. Clair, he's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks are back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And they'll get this down to the 10. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially solve this one away.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Cards,
they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks,
the loss means they finish with a mark of 10 wins and 7 losses.
and it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year.